The biggest technical challenge about Tannhäuser is just its sheer size. It's one of the largest shows we've done in a long time. And one of the largest scene shifts we only have 1 minute and 20 seconds to complete. So it takes an army of people backstage to change from Act 1, Scene 1 to Act 1, Scene 2 with virtually no noise. The most rewarding aspect of working on a show like Tannhäuser is that it's a 2-year-long project for our team. So we start 2 years before opening night, creating the vision with the designer and the director and being able to be the stewards to bring that to life on opening night. And so it's really rewarding when we get to see that final product and it all comes together and it works for the show and the cast is ecstatic and the audience loves it. And of course, we always wish for the applause from the audience when the curtain goes up for the scenery, but that's not the point of it. Right? It's that it brings the story to life in a way that is unexpected for everybody. The director and the designer spend a lot of time really thinking about how each layer adds to the story. And that's true for scenery and costumes and props. And so our goal is to work with them in shepherding that across the finish line and making sure that everything we do backstage is really unseen. I kind of always say in the world of production, if you know what I do or what my team does, we're doing something wrong because it should look as if it's just magical. And that then doesn't interfere with the cast doing their job and being able to present a really incredible story to our audience. But again, it takes a lot of rehearsal and practice for it to look that seamless, and everything is very choreographed backstage. Beyond just what the cast is doing on stage, all of the movements backstage are also choreographed with that in mind. We often get maybe 2 or 3 chances on a show like Tannhäuser, which is so long, and the scene shifts are more intermission changes than mid-act. We'll get maybe 3 shots at rehearsing it before there's an audience present. So we don't get much time. We are building it and planning, but one of the act shifts is 25 minutes long, and finding that 25 minutes in the build process or the rehearsal process is trickier than you would imagine. So we only get a couple of shots at it before we're doing it in front of a live audience. One of the things that's very unique about Houston Grand Opera is that we have our own costume shop, and they build all of the costumes that you see. We have our own wig shop, and all of our wigs are built here in Houston. What we don't have is a scenic shop or a prop shop. And so Tannhäuser was actually built in Plymouth, England, and shipped over just before it was supposed to get on stage and us to install it and load it in. And that adds a whole nother layer to the challenge of it. During the build process, we only get to see it once in person, and then we have to have a really great relationship with a lot of people outside of the organization, from scene shops to their painters to our travel people who deal with the shipping to get it here. Tannhäuser was one of the ones that got stuck in a port, and everybody scrambled there were 3 shipping agents working to get it here on time. So it's not always just what we see on stage that the production department and the team is a part of, but we have a worldwide team to get these shows built up and ready for audience.